Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a kitchen decluttering video. I did one of these in January and I didn't get to every single spot, so I kind of wanted to go around and kind of do the areas that are really bad. I don't know how we can accumulate so many cups and snacks and things like that, but there is so many stale items in here. The kids like go through these drawers and just open everything up, so I'm really going to try to figure out how I can get that to stop so we stop wasting so much food. And then this Lazy Susan, I don't like it at all, and it's like I feel like it's just starting to fall over. There is some spots that I am not going to do today just because that I don't feel like it's necessary. I just really want to get some of the areas that like my drawers won't open sometimes because there's too many towels in there, and then I don't know how many crumbs can get in one drawer, but I feel like this is like the crumb drawers. Like there's so many crumbs and stuff in here. See, this one doesn't even open, and I just really need to get this figured out and sorted out. This little cupboard right here is where we keep like all of our pots and pans. It's hard to get through. This is all of like our dinners and things like that. Medicine cabinet, and then just like throw all cabinets as well. And I cannot wait to show you guys what everything looks like when it's done. Like I said, I didn't do the entire kitchen, but I just did the spots that were super necessary. Before I get started, I do want to thank Vistal Supply for sponsoring this video today. They sent me 4 of these bamboo drawer dividers. These are amazing. The quality is really good. The length fits drawers from 17.5 inches to 22 inches, and the dividers are 2 3/4 inches in height. They fit perfect in my drawers, and I just love the quality of these. They are skid free, so they won't move around, and they also are like spring loaded, so you just push them down and they don't move. I absolutely love these. I was super excited to try these out, and I did use 3 out of 4 of them, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do with the 4th one. I think I actually might put it in my bathroom because I really need one of those in the bathroom. So I'm just gonna start out in the drawers. I don't think I'll talk a ton in this video, but I am going to start out in the drawers so I can use these bamboo drawer dividers. If you do want to check them out, I will leave links in the description box below. I definitely recommend them for drawers like these. So I am just going to take everything out and wash them before I put everything back. I did end up cleaning all of the cupboards and cabinets and drawers out because they were just filthy.
I'm going out my mind. Give me some directions to get to you. To get to you, ain't gonna waste my time. I know that we got connection. I think about you. You're on my mind, on my mind, on my mind. Yeah, I'm going out of my mind, out of my mind, out of my mind. Yeah, for you, my love. You drive me crazy. Tell me what to do, what to do. I'm on my knees, yeah, I am begging you, begging you. I'll break the rules if it will get me to, yeah. Some directions to get to you, to get to you. Ain't gonna waste my time. I know that we got connection. I think about you, for you, my love. You drive me crazy. Tell me what to do, what to do. I'm on my knees, yeah, I am begging you, begging you. I'll break the rules if it will get me to, yeah. Because the
And then here's the drawer dividers in full action. I did end up moving this drawer around a little bit. This is like the drawer I put like my wax paper in and things like that, my cutting board, just a lot of miscellaneous things I don't have room for because this drawer is like the deepest one in our house. And I was like, this looks really, really good. But then I realized I just need one in here. And then I just kind of moved it around as needed so I could make sure everything fit in here. And I did do the one to the top as well. See, this is where I decided to change it out a little bit because everything wasn't fitting and I was just really wasting a ton of space. But I love this because I just feel like that if you have dividers like this, you have less things in your drawers, which is really convenient for me because I am known for piling stuff in here and then I have to declutter my kitchen a couple times a year because I don't know. It's something I do. But I loved the way this looked because all of these plastic wraps and things were like perfect and they fit perfect in here, and like the lunch sacks, and then I have like a rolling pin and like I said my cutting board and things like that, and I absolutely loved this drawer. I love the way it functions, and then now I can actually open it without getting super mad that it won't open.
I don't wanna waste no time no more, 'cause I can't get you out of my mind. I can't live without your love for.
And every time I declutter and organize my kitchen, I always like to roll my towels, although they never stay like that. So I think with this organizer, this little drawer divider, it will make me fold my towels because they are not going to fit in here any other way. So I love, love, love that. I think that is like probably one of my favorite things right now in my kitchen is being able to open the drawer and all my towels are nicely like rolled up, and it just makes everything so much nicer looking and just more functional.
Sure. You drive me crazy, tell me what to do, what to do. I'm on my knees, yeah, I am begging you, begging you. I'll break the rules if it won't get me to, yeah. I'm going out of my way because the party don't stop. So put your hands on me and turn me on, turn me on my way because the party don't stop. So put your hands.
And this corner cabinet in here, I dislike a corner cabinet more than anything because everything gets pushed to the back. I put like our extra snacks and stuff in here so they don't get opened by the girls. We don't live close to a store, so you guys will realize we have like multiple things of everything, but I don't like going to the grocery store every week. I would rather go like every 2 to 3 weeks, so I do stock up for things like that. And then for snacks for lunches, and then also my girls take snacks to school, like for their snack, not just a lunch. So anyways, that is usually what is back in here. And then our toaster has so many crumbs that fall out of it. So I just wanted to take the vacuum and then spray everything down. I am loving this spiced pumpkin by Mrs. Meyer. This stuff smells just amazing. I didn't get rid of too much in here. I just kind of organized it pretty well. I did end up getting rid of the big bulky plastic containers or like the Tupperware. I don't like the plastic things anymore. My mom bought me some really nice glass bowls, and that's what I use. These were just like something I had a long time ago, and I just never got rid of them just in case I might need them. And I definitely don't. I have not used them in years, and they just don't work out for us. And I'm just kind of organizing our cookie cutters and things like that. I did end up taking a lot of my grandma's like older cookie cutters and putting them in a jar, and I absolutely love that, and it did save up some space. I just grab a bunch of bins and things like that from Dollar Tree. I think that stuff works really well just to throw extra items and stuff like that, especially in drawers like this because you can't always get to the back and you can just pull out a basket and it works perfect.
Tonight we're running on the right track. I know we never gonna look back. Oh, I just wanna have a good time. Call me whatever, 'cause I'm up for anything like that. Oh no, we don't wanna do slow-mo, so tonight we just let go. To the beat in the streets, every freak out singing like, singing like.
And in the Lazy Susan, normally we just keep our sauces. We're like big sauce people, and my husband will use a whole bottle of dressing on a salad. So we like to always have stuff like that in our house. But this was getting to the point where I had extras of things in here. We always have extra coffee when it's on sale. I buy it. My husband drinks that every single day, so I like to buy it when it's on sale. I don't like to pay full price for anything, so I buy things when they're on sale and I stock up. But this was getting like out of hand where it was hard to even open, and it was just heavy, and I know that eventually it's just gonna break. So I really wanted to get this done, and I love the way it functions now. I just kind of added things to a Dollar Tree basket, all of like our morning like breakfast bars and things like that, and it just kind of worked out. And then some items that I knew we weren't going to use, we just ended up donating it to a food pantry around here. And yeah, so I don't feel like anything went to waste, and nothing was old and expired, and things that were stale I did have to throw away. And it just made things easier because I always put stale things in the girls' lunch, and Scarlett is always like, that is stale, I didn't eat it. I'm like, well, then stop opening things. Like, that's how I feel about things these days. But I just want to take like all of our items that I was actually going to cook dinner with and move them out of this because things get lost here. So I did end up moving things around, and this is like half empty right now. I absolutely love it.
Freaking out to the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like, party like, freaking out to the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like. Where's the fun in doing what you're told? But I don't mind even though I lose control.
This next cupboard, this is the snack cupboard. This is where I keep like cereal and the girls' snacks for school or snacks for when they get home, snacks for myself. Like, there's just tons and tons of snacks everywhere. And I have a garbage can on the side, so you will see me throwing away items. I don't like doing that, so this is why I am cleaning out. So I don't want to hear anyone saying, you guys are so wasteful. Yeah, I already know that. Like, I already know this is wasteful, so you don't have to tell me it's a waste of money and it's a waste of food. I totally understand that. So I'm trying to make things more functional so we don't have I don't have to do this every week. And I don't do it every week, but this is a snack cupboard. I made this more easier by just putting things in baskets. What's for snack for school, what's for lunches for school, and then things that are already open, I also put in a basket so we would eat that before we open up new items.
Oh, I just wanna have a good time, so call me whenever, 'cause a night like this, it never gets old. Oh no, we don't wanna do slow-mo, so tonight we'll just let go. To the beat in the street, every freak out, singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like. So baby, come and take my hand tonight, and know that everything will be alright when we dance and we fall and we don't care at all. Now we just sing the la 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 la. Singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like. You got me feeling kinda crazy. You got me feeling like my head is spinning round. The way you look is so amazing, amazing. I could stare into your eyes for hours and hours. Everything is kinda hazy. We're just dancing in the dark in the flashing lights. I know you can't hear what I'm saying, so I'm just gonna hold you closer. You take me higher when we're together.
This cupboard got so out of hand. I think every time we go to the Dollar Tree, we buy cups, and my husband is like mug obsessed. I just do not like having this many mugs. If it was up to me, he would have like 2. I don't know. But anyways, I started cleaning this out, and this was like the worst one. I just started throwing them all away and donating some of them, and this was just crazy how many cups one can have. I do dishes almost every single day, and the kids use 1 to 2 cups, and they don't need 10. And I know they were probably a little disappointed that I did throw away cups, but they don't even use them. So now that they're gone, they're not even going to remember that I threw them away. And then I started drying off the silverware later on. I was trying to get it to dry a little bit, but there was so much on the counter, I just wanted it taken care of. So I just dried it with a hand towel and called it good. And I love the way these turned out. I think this is super, super organized. I think it's more organized than I have ever had these drawers before. So I'm absolutely in love with them. And they have stayed this way for a couple weeks now. And like I said, I'm just loving this. And I love the bamboo drawer organizer, especially for the second drawer, which has like our measuring cups and everything like that, because I can put our bigger items on the one side and it doesn't seem to get in the way like it used to. So like I said, I'm just seriously, I think this is definitely a system that will work for me in the future, because I don't ever buy kitchen items and things like that. So I know that I'm not going to buy more. And then this is just how it's going to end up looking. And this is just, it's perfect.
Don't know how you do it to me, but you make me wanna fly. I'm not coming down. Maybe it's the way you move, babe, move, babe. You've got that body and that smile, make my head spin round. I'll hold you close to me. You're all I want.
And you'll see I'm definitely bouncing around in my kitchen organizing. I probably should have just went down like one cupboard and then the next one and the next one and the next one, but that's just not the way I did it, because I don't know, there was some cupboards I was just dreading to do. This one was definitely one of them. I don't know about you guys, but I hate putting groceries away after you go grocery shopping. Like, I feel like grocery shopping takes up so much time, and then you get home and then you have to put everything away. So I usually just toss things in here and try to find a spot and squeeze it. So it's definitely not organized at all. So I was definitely trying to like figure out what we had in the house, and I did grocery shop like right before this. So I knew that I wasn't going to have to store anything else in the kitchen for a while.
So stay right here with me. This feels like paradise. You take me higher when we're together. It feels like you set my whole world on fire. I know I want you. I know I need you here. You're Robin, I want tonight. You know you make me feel so alive. I wanna stay with you, never say goodbye. It's like we're in paradise, like we're in paradise. You're
And this is way better than what it was before. I know it still looks messy. I don't have a pantry and I barely have cupboard space for food and things like that, but this just has like our canned goods and our boxed goods. We have like tea and coffee and just items that I will cook with later on. And then this is the cup drawer, I don't know why I call everything drawers, but the cupboard, and that is way, way, way better than what it was before.
Come up with some words to say. That's not okay. When you feel like you're fed up with heartbreak, and you know that you can't take another.
And then here is the good old medicine cabinet / everything cabinet. So we have a ton of medicine in here. We also have nails, screws, drill, and then like where we keep our duct tape and things like that. I don't want to hear that tools and things like that are not supposed to go in a house. It's supposed to go in a garage because nobody has time to go in the garage and get things when you want it right that second. I think it's convenient and that's where we keep our things, but I was trying to make it more organized and make things so you could actually see it, and that's what I did here. I had baskets from Dollar Tree, and then I just labeled everything, and we had medicine for the kids, medicine for us, and then like nails, screws, and then like man stuff. And this definitely worked out for the best. Just a couple bins, and it was perfect.
Day. Well, that's not okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can never go back this road. You never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move with your body? We can never go back this road. You never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move with your body? When you're moving your feet on the dance floor, and you don't care a thing about a word they say. That's how we play. I am here with my friends and we're dancing. We can feel all the obstacles go away. That's how we play. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can never go back this road. You never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that?
This cupboard above the fridge, I don't think was touched for like a good year. There's so much stuff in here. I couldn't believe how much things it actually held. I am just taking everything out, and then I'm going to go to another cupboard and take everything out of there as well, and then I'm just going to organize it all together.
That you move with your body. Don't you know that you move with your body? We can never go back this road. You never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move all night long? The dance goes on. I am here and I move with my.
And this is everything those two little cupboards held. There's so much stuff in here. I had CDs in here. And I don't know, do you guys listen to CDs still? I listen to CDs in my car. I don't have very many of them, but I still have CDs and I like listening to them. And buying one once in a while is like really nice. I only buy like one a year maybe, but there was so much stuff in here. We keep all of our dog stuff in here. I keep like extra camera equipment, and I also have like holiday items in here that I have nowhere to store. So just like little headbands for the 4th of July. I like to keep our Halloween items in here as well because then I definitely know where they are when Halloween time comes around and we start carving pumpkins and things like that. I know that I can just go to that cupboard. And the after of these two are way better. There's barely anything above the fridge now. And then this is the way that I'm keeping all of our dog treats. These are like wax warmers. Yes, those fell out, but there's a lot of them still. I like to buy them on clearance. And then up there is just extra like vacuum parts and holiday things, not too much. And then the last thing I'm going to be doing in here is just tackling underneath the sink. This was not working out for me. Like I hated those little green bins from the dollar store. I did not like them at all. I thought that they would work, and I had them for a long time, and then they start falling apart. We even super glued them together, and they still just did not hold up. I just did not like them at all, and I was super happy to finally get rid of them. And then I just had some bins laying around. I have so many bins just laying around just in case. I like to organize things differently. I'm really just trying to find a system that works best for me. But you guys, that's it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some motivation. I like to take parts of my house and figure out what is going to work for me or what is not working for me and try to fix that. I like to doing cupboard by cupboard because I have actually done a kitchen decluttering video in the past where I threw everything on the kitchen floor and it got so overwhelming. So one step at a time, you guys. You don't have to do the entire kitchen. You don't have to do half of the kitchen. Do a cupboard and call it a day. I mean, nobody said that you had to declutter. I know I like to watch decluttering videos and I wish that I could do that much in that amount of time. But you guys, it takes hours to do, and we all have families, we all have kids, we all have jobs. And so yeah, so you guys, anyways, I just keep rambling now. But if you guys liked this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button down below. And if you guys do like decluttering and organizing videos, let me know in the comments below so I know how many people actually enjoy watching these. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Body, move with my body. All night long, we got it going, and the dance goes on. We got it going, and I am here, and I move with my body, move with my body. We can never go back this road, we can never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move with your body? We wanna go on, we wanna go night and day. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move with your body? With your body, with your body. When I'm down here.